I want to begin my words tonight by congratulating Nate on becoming a bar mitzvah on this Shabbat. Nate, I promise you that tomorrow will be a day of great joy. And I'm sorry that this time of so much happiness for your family and our congregation is also tainted by the tragedy that happened this past week. I want you, Nate, to know that you becoming a bar mitzvah is the best and most important response to what happened on Wednesday night. You saying yes to continuing to walk on the Jewish road with all its twists and turns, with all its hills and bumps, is what we need the most at a time like this. Thank you, Nate. As all of us celebrate Nate and all the young people who come week in and week out, we also come to temple tonight, as I know, as I see in your eyes, with profoundly heavy hearts. We mourn the tragic killing of two beautiful souls, Yaron Lashinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram. Both worked at the Israeli embassy, Yaron in research and Sarah in diplomatic relations. Both were committed to fostering understanding, to repairing divides, and to creating a more just and compassionate world. And I think most of you here know that in the coming days, Yaron was planning to propose to Sarah. Many of us are gathered here tonight because this is where we come when we need a place to express our sorrow and our fear and even our outrage. Tonight we also carry a deep sense of heartbreak, first and foremost for this gorgeous young couple, their grieving families, their grieving young friends, but also for all of us, as yet another event shakes our sense of safety as Jews, as yet another event reveals the rise of anti-Semitism here and everywhere, and as yet another event exposes the increase in political violence in our nation. Yaron and Sarah were attending an event sponsored by the American Jewish Committee for young DC area Jewish leaders. And looking around, a lot of our kids could have been at that event. And one of yours was. It was an event for these young Jewish leaders to meet young diplomats. And the advertisement of this event, which was public, and before the event, these words, they're so telling. The advertisement to the event said this: "We are excited to introduce this year's theme for this young diplomat event. It is called Turning Pain into Purpose. Hear from members of the Multi-Faith Alliance and IsraAid as they delve into humanitarian diplomacy and how a coalition of organizations from the region and for the region are working together in response to humanitarian crises throughout the Middle East." How tragically ironic that this event, which was focused on, among other communities, Gazans, through giving aid from multiple faith groups, was the theme for this very night. The shooter, who is seen in a video calling to free Palestine, shouts out, "I did it for Gaza," just as he killed two of the very people who gathered to learn about and support aid for the Palestinian people who are suffering in so many profound ways. Make no mistake. Make no mistake, there is no question that this was an outright anti-Semitic act. Let us not allow anyone to say otherwise. Let us not allow anyone to suggest that this crime is an acceptable retaliation against the actions of Israel in Gaza. No. Many of us, dare I say most of us, are critical of the decisions of the Israeli government regarding the war. We are distraught by the treatment of the Palestinian people. We are pained by the persistence of hostages and the malevolence of Hamas. We are torn. We are torn between our love of Israel and our love of Judaism and actions that don't reflect the values we believe exist in both. Yet, neither anger about the war, nor disagreement with the Israeli government, nor a desire to support Palestinians justifies the acts of violence we witnessed this week. Make no mistake about it. These are painful, stressful, heartbreaking times. The American Jewish community, our own Washington area, is living under great strain. All of you and me and all of our clergy are feeling the heavy burden of managing so many pressures, of holding so many difficult truths, of loving and caring about so many people with whom we are at odds. There is anti-Semitism on the right. There is anti-Semitism on the left. There is the weight of having to answer for the actions of Israel. There is the challenge of speaking up for Palestinians in the name of the Jewish values about which we are so proud. And more, for all of us here, there is the dismantling of our government, which is not just a philosophical debate, but which is our lived reality. We fear for the end of democracy as we know it. These are painful, stressful, heartbreaking times. Whether about Israel or America, we seem to lack a platform for civil dialogue. In voicing support for one side, we are accused of rejecting another. We are pushed into tight boxes. People have forgotten that part of being human is the ability to hold many truths, to hear many stories, to care about more than one problem, and even to be willing to question our own beliefs and assumptions and our own reality. This is hard. This is painful. And then, on a rainy Wednesday night, 2 beautiful young people are murdered. 2 people who are just like us. I believe we are here because we know that this is a safe place to connect to one another, even if we don't agree about every issue. It is a place that puts the humanity of each individual at the top of our mission. This congregation gathers week in and week out to connect to our Jewish values and to let those values fill us up and inspire us to take them out into a broken world. We are here because we need our tradition, and we need one another, and we need to know that we are not alone. We are here because Nate will become bar mitzvah tomorrow, and Judaism will go on. I am here because I believe that this Judaism is the platform that supports me and elevates me as I try to hold all of this, the bitter and the sweet, the just and the unfair, the kind and the cruel. It is the platform that supports and elevates me as I try, along with all of you, to make things better, to make things safer, more just, more fair, and more holy. Thank you for joining me in this space and in this place. Thank you for being here in this synagogue and with me on that platform. On this Shabbat, we actually complete the book of Leviticus. And when we complete a book, we say a certain phrase, which is so fitting for us tonight. Hazak, hazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, and let us strengthen one another as we face it all. Shabbat Shalom.
And this is a song, a prayer for America's military personnel as we remember all of those in our military right now in harm's way. Ribono shel olam, Ribono shel olam, anu mekorim levirchatka, alechai alei tziva'artzot habrit, hanashim v'hagvarim, האמיצים שגבורתם ומסירותם למדינתנו מגינה כולנו. ריבונו של עולם, ריבונו של עולם, יותר מכל אנו נושאים תפילה שיזכו לשוב בשלום במהרה ובבריאות טובה למשפחותיהם ולארצם, whether by air, land, or sea, wherever their orders take them, we ask, dear God, that they be protected within your sheltering presence. Ribono shel olam, Ribono shel olam, Ribono shel